Greetings, YouTubians. Well, it's another beautiful day here in Rome. We decided to just get outside and walk around and see the sights. It's such a beautiful city. We just kind of poked our heads around corners and looked around. We found this beautiful little square with this really cute little bronze sculpture of Charlie Chaplin, the tramp. What it was doing there, I have no idea. This next sculpture was actually really profound. What I first thought was just a homeless guy on a bench turned out to be Christ. Of all the artwork that I saw in Rome, that sculpture really just spoke to me. We just kept wandering around town, looking at all these interesting buildings and squares, and the sights and sounds of this place is really unbelievable. These little tunnels and bridges were all over the town, and every time you walked out of one, you saw something new. Later that night, we all got together for a big welcome dinner thrown by the bride and groom and their families. What a great night filled with fun, family, friends, and food. And it was awesome. Well, after walking home at night in a complete food coma, we got up early and hit the town for a little bit more sightseeing before the wedding. We walked a couple of blocks to grab a cab up to the Colosseum. After the coast was clear, I just had to let everybody know that we were in town. You can take the boy out of Jersey, but you can't take the Jersey out of the boy. And it certainly was great hanging out with all my beatnik brohams. We've traveled all over this country in old classic cars and hot rods, and it was really cool to be in Europe with these same guys. We're completely on the eternal road to Coolsville for sure. On the cab ride to the Colosseum, we actually passed Italy's Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. It was actually built in 1921 to honor all the fallen Italian soldiers that were killed in World War I. It was an absolutely beautiful building. I thought it was there for a million years, but it was only built in 21. Really very impressive. So after a quick cab ride, we got dropped off right in front of the place. Here we are at the Colosseum. Maronami. Wow, lots of people. Walking into this place was absolutely wild. I had no idea that it was as big as it actually was. It's crazy to imagine that there would be between 50 and 80,000 people in this place. To get an idea of what this place looked like when it was completed back in the day, you gotta check out that movie Gladiator. Looking around, it looks like they're perpetually restoring and repairing this place. We saw what looked like somebody being lowered down on a stretcher off this scaffold. I don't know if the guy was injured or was a training exercise or something, but it was pretty hair-raising. What you're seeing here is basically the main floor of the Colosseum. That's where all the wild animals were kept that were eventually let go to battle the gladiators. Talk about a crazy form of entertainment. And just a few short steps from the Colosseum is the Roman Forum. We wandered around there for a little while. For centuries, it was the town square and marketplace. There was tons of public speeches and meetings, And the concept of the Republican government was actually started here. It's also the home of the Roman Senate. On the way back from the forum, we stopped to see the tomb of Pope Francis. Pope Francis died this year on April 21st, the day after Easter, and he was buried in a simple wooden casket. Well, it was time to head back and get ready for the wedding. Man, I like little cars, but this is ridiculous. Yeah, I know I'm a jerk, but I could not resist the acoustics of this place.
Oh, sol mio!
With my opera debut out of the way, it was on to the Trevi Fountain. The fountain wasn't on when we got there. They were actually cleaning it. All the coins that are tossed in there every year are donated to charity. And it's about $1.5 million every year. Man, we did a lot of walking around on this trip for sure. Our next stop was the Pantheon. It was built around 126 AD, and for 2,000 years after it's built, it's still the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome. It's 142 feet high. Those Italian masons really know what the hell they're doing, that's for sure. That's a lot of bags of concrete. Well, before we head back, we stopped by one of these public water stations and you can refill your water bottles. It's a great idea and probably cuts down on litter and waste, and it's just super convenient. Now let's get going. We've got a wedding to go to. The groom, Angelo, arrived in style, chauffeured by friends in these beautiful American hot rods. This guy's a class act, I tell you. That's the way to roll. The bride, Karina, looked absolutely stunning, escorted down the aisle by her parents, Woody and Mary Ann. It was a beautiful ceremony, for sure. My battery died as I was leaving the church, so I wasn't able to get any video of them walking out. The reception was held at a beautiful mansion on the outskirts of Rome. We wandered around the gardens and enjoyed ourselves thoroughly. What a beautiful place to celebrate such a happy, happy day. Another night of great food, great friends, and great family. Well, as the evening drew to a close, we gathered our friends, and headed home.